The wait is finally over and Disney has released its own streaming network. I feel like I've been waiting for this one forever and now I can actually give it a look. Today we'll be looking at Disney Plus, the content it offers, and if it's worth that $6 a month subscription. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you probably heard that Disney has been building their own streaming service to rival the likes of Netflix and Hulu for some time now. They promise to really deliver an amazing experience, but with so many streaming channel options out there, you've had to wonder, is this really going to be something that's going to be worth it right out of the gate? One thing I've noticed is that streaming services need time to build a library, and more times than none, it's just easier to wait a few months or even years before investing in one. Disney, of course, has a huge vault of films and series to pick and choose from, and while this isn't exactly Netflix full, it's a massive offering for people from day one. Disney Plus will also be the home to the Marvel Cinematic Universe's original series as well as shows from the Star Wars franchise, including the first ever live-action series in The Mandalorian. Disney have put a huge amount of work and money into this service, and I think it really shows. Gone are the days when your favorite shows and movies will come to Netflix or Hulu. It's going to come straight to Disney Plus from here on out, and as soon as streaming rights are up, a ton of other properties will return to the Disney fold. Obviously, being the huge Star Wars fan that I am, my first viewing on this streamer was The Mandalorian, which was just fantastic, and I did a review about that yesterday if you're interested. It really shows just how much they're willing to put into this, as it looked incredible. Disney Plus consists of 5 sections: Disney's own shows and movies, Pixar releases, Marvel properties, Star Wars, and National Geographic. You can click on any of these to be taken to that subsection, or simply search for whatever you're looking for. You can add shows or movies to your watch list pretty much like any other service. There will also be a downloads feature to take on the go, but I haven't checked that one out just yet. The Disney section is where you're going to find all the classic movies, save for a few that have licenses tied up to other streamers. You can find most anything you want here in terms of Disney movies, including a lot of the direct-to-video sequels that were so popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. You can also find their newest original movies and shows here as well, including the remake of Lady and the Tramp, which I found amusing, Noelle, a Christmas-themed movie starring Anna Kendrick, High School Musical, the series, and many others. The Pixar section gives us a majority of the Pixar library, save for a few of the newer releases like Coco and Toy Story 4. You can also find the entire series of Pixar shorts here, which I actually really appreciated. There's also a lot of the Toy Story TV specials here as well. The Marvel section really surprised me because up until the day before release, it was well documented how only a few MCU movies would be making to the premiere. At the last minute, Disney added in several others, and we almost have the entire library except for, I think, Infinity War and Black Panther, which will arrive as soon as their licensing deals are up with Netflix. You can even watch the newest Avengers movie Endgame, which closes out that chapter of the MCU. You can also find Marvel series such as Agent Carter, Inhumans, and Runaways. Now, I was especially excited to see Agent Carter on there as I loved that 2-season series. Now, probably my favorite section of the service is the Star Wars one. Now, yes, I own all of these on Blu-ray or DVD, but it's nice to have them all in one place. You can watch episodes 1 through 6 of the Skywalker saga, as well as Rogue One, the Clone Wars, Rebels, and the first season of Resistance. There's also several LEGO Star Wars specials and series, Star Wars Forces of Destiny, and the original Clone Wars movie. This is also the home to the original series The Mandalorian, and the future home to any other Star Wars series, including the recently announced Obi-Wan Kenobi show and the Rogue One spin-off series. I know Star Wars is taking a break after Rise of Skywalker, but I'm thrilled to see them continue to make quality series, and after watching The Mandalorian, I'm completely excited about the future shows. The remaining section is the National Geographic one, which honestly I did not have time to look at yet, but I will soon. There was just so much to look at that I didn't really have the time. The movies section is where you'll find everything the streaming network has to offer, including some surprises like Avatar. I had no idea this was coming to this platform. You have a lot more recent live-action remakes like Dumbo, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, and Maleficent. There's a little bit of everything here, including older movies and 90s throwback films. I just couldn't resist watching 10 Things I Hate About You. A really nice addition to this site is the 4K UHD HDR section, which was full of HD films, and you know if you're a fan of the channel that we love our 4K content. All of the recent Disney Pixar releases can be found here in UHD, as well as some of the classics. I was over the moon excited to see all the Star Wars films on UHD here, as that was not expected at all. It's a nice little improvement over the Blu-ray releases, and I've already watched The Phantom Menace and was pretty pleased with it. Under the series section, you'll find enough shows to keep you entertained for a very long time, including all the seasons of The Simpsons thanks to the Disney-Fox merger. You can find some great classics from the 90s like Gargoyles, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Gummy Bears, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and even some of the 90s Marvel shows like X-Men the Animated Series, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Silver Surfer, and The Incredible Hulk. I never knew just how much I wanted to watch these again, as they were all a staple of my childhood Saturday mornings. You even get a lot of the big Disney Channel series like Lizzie McGuire, which is getting a revival series on Disney+, Hannah Montana, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Jessie, Wizards of Waverly Place, and Girl Meets World. Honestly, I could go on and on about everything the service brings, but we'd be here all day and this video is already running longer than I expected. Bottom line is that yes, you need this in your life. It is 100% worth that minimal subscription price of $6 a month. Disney really outdid themselves with this endeavor, and I could not be more happy. With all that being said, let me know in the comments what you're most looking forward to watching, and be sure and give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Now go get to streaming, everybody.